Yo, what up, guys? How y'all doing? I hope you're having a great day. The name's Sile, and welcome to my channel. As of now, I would say that I'm a beginner at making webtoon series. Right now, recently, I actually made my own webtoon, which is called Ritu, which is set in a fantasy world where the main protagonist or MC is a boy named Soul, who's 19 years old, so late teen, who gets transported to a new world and is then gifted powers from a mysterious god. And he delves into the new world. He has to learn the rules and how that world works. And he himself doesn't know what he wants exactly, but he just wants to turn his luck around because in his previous world where he lived, his luck wasn't exceptionally well, like he had the most rottenness of luck, but I won't delve into that. You'll have to see that for yourself in the series. Yeah, so I remember when I was trying to make this webtoon, the first thing that was asked was, for me to upload the comic, and after that, I had to upload the banner, and then I think it was like I don't remember what it was, but today I'm actually in this video I'm making a banner for my webtoon. So the character that I'm gonna be drawing is one of the villains who's gonna be showing up in the story, but later on. Not actually, let me not spoil it, but like, yeah, she will be introduced in the story. Her name is Sharon Kubica. She's basically a scientist who delves into the taboo side of science and um, just basically things that are just frowned upon in the world, because as long as it's something that piques her curiosity, she would do it, even if it's borderline cruel or just unnatural. She would do that. So yeah, this character has been one of my favorite characters to develop because I have been drawing her a lot. I don't know if you all have seen my Instagram. I don't think I did link it here, but I might be able to, because I'm still really new into this into YouTube. So the channel as of now, since it doesn't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't really link any other social media stuff. But as soon as we get to 1,000, hopefully y'all can check it out. But if y'all are willing to just go into Instagram and check it out, my handle is sile_Clyde. You can check out my arts there, like I did post a bit on the characters. So yeah, going into this banner, I just researched the definition, the dimensions, and what they wanted. I don't remember from the top of my head, but I will include the number of the pixels and the height and length that they wanted for the banner. So then from there, I just hopped into Pinterest and looked at a few references that I thought that they could make like cool banner poses, because the banner is like the most selling point of your webtoon. It's like the first thing that the reader looks at, and if it's interesting enough, they click on the webtoon and then they check it out. So for me, I just thought like, what if I do a close-up shot of Cubica with um, just a close-up shot of her face, which is like the most what they call it, the most focal point of any character or any design is just the face, because it has the eyes and the hair, and if you vibe with the colors and all that, you are you're definitely hooked from there. So what I like from this reference photo was that it showcased a pretty technical and dynamic pose that I quite liked, which was a close-up shot of the face with the hands obscuring the camera, so it's kind of like cinematic. And then there's this linear like blue light shining on the face, so that was something that I was pretty excited on how I could incorporate it into my own redesign of the reference. I know it's a bit of a what they call it one-to-one picture, but for now, seemingly as I was starting up with this, it's pretty cool. I think, like, plus there's nothing wrong with using references as long as you don't copy exactly like the character design, all that, and just pass it off as your own thing. So yeah, obviously I don't remember, let me check. Yeah, I think I did this thing like at 3 a.m. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I woke up at 3 a.m. and then I started drawing like maybe 3:30, and I finished it I think at 6 a.m. So couple of hours, but it was pretty fun because I was just vibing to music and chilling in my room. And I was like, yeah, let me draw this, and I did it really quick because for this one I just did the initial sketches, and then from there I used the erase tool and erased a few lines that I didn't like and kept the initial sketch. So I didn't do any line arts that was like in depth or like fresh. So from there I jumped over into painting the base colors for Cubica's skin and her eyes and her hair. Then after that I did the highlights, and then for the lights I was bouncing between the different pens that they had. And I really like this one. Was like, I think it's a variant of the run brush, but it's like a run brush that's a bit transparent. So yeah, I thought that would lay off really well on the skin, so that's what I used. And then basically, yeah, that's everything that I kind of did, and the rest I just put it into trial and error, and me um, just basically doing or trying a lot of stuff, and if it doesn't work I just erase and chill a bit. And yeah, I gotta say this was kind of cool. But if y'all like, I don't know why, but have y'all ever drawn something and then you realize right in the end when you just say save, and then you're like, oh man, I forgot to do this and this. So for Cubica, I would say that she's really into the whole goth vibe. She likes metal music, tattoos. So for her, I actually designed a few tattoos for both her arms. But in this shot, I didn't, draw it in her left arm. So yeah, my bad for that. But hopefully next time when I do draw her or make a video about her, you all will see the full, character design and all that. But yeah, so basically Dr. Kubika, in my world of Ritu, like there are these abilities called the Ru abilities, and essentially Ru is like the energy that each ability draws its power from. So every living thing and inanimate object has Ru. So it depends on each person on how much of that energy they can tap into. So for Cubica, she has a little bit of a low cap in capacity to house Ru in her body. So she just at a young age she developed a curiosity for science and was like trying to find ways to substitute that lack of Ru in her body. And then ultimately she devised a chemical compound that she then drank, and then it gave her a particular ability which I'll dive deep into later on in later videos. But for now, just let's just say it made her immortal. That's it, because Kubica has been living in my world for like a long time. She was one of those characters who was like really involved in a lot of things that happened in the overall history of the world. So she's both known as a savior and a pariah in other cultures, because I had done a few videos on her. If you all remember, there was this one when I did it with the AO clan, which was like a nomadic clan of monks who were just roaming the world, uh, building temples and praying and just doing general monk stuff, keeping to themselves. And then Kubika was like, yo, I see your faith is really good, but it's a pity that y'all can't live as long to really reach nirvana and stuff like that. So she technically abducted them and gave them robot bodies. So in her eyes that was like an upgrade, but you and me know that that's something really not good. But hey, Yeah, so she also has a robotic helper which I called helper, but I used a Japanese name for that, so I don't remember on the top of my head, but I will include it in the video with, like, obviously. Thank God for editing. So yeah, so it's basically like an artificial intelligence which she can bounce around from her classes. I took inspiration from Tony Stark's, Jarvis that he occasionally talked to when he was wearing his glasses. So she also has that, and she talks to that helper too. And as a hint, that helper is actually like her best friend from early childhood who lost their body, but Kubica as a brainiac was able to salvage their brain and transport it into a robot body, and then yeah, her friend lives on in that body. So over the years she has been implementing a few slight tweaks and upgrades to that body, and eventually she became an android, so she can sleep, eat, and do other stuff. But mainly she herself doesn't like being like in contact with people. So Kubica built this orb contraption that's kind of like a body or a shell in a sense. So yeah, that's where she mainly you know um, resides. So she and Kubica actually great friends, because she helps out Kubica with a lot of stuff around in her labs, because Kubica is kind of those characters who are like lazy. She's all messy. You know how the most intelligent people are like. They don't like to stress about the most simple things in life, like tidying up themselves. So it's kind of good. It's similar to what you call it, free reign, on how free reign and I forgot the pupil that she takes after. You know how that pupil takes care of free reign, like doing her hair, making food for her. Yeah, it's a similar relationship like that. So yeah, that's everything that I can share for now. So if you all like the process or the video, and have any questions, do so in the comments. And if you all like the video, obviously leave a like. And if you want to see more or hear more of my content, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Sile gliding out.